The bleach is out! What? The bleach is out! Dana, Dana, jump! Jump, Daddy will catch you! Ha! I got you! La, la, la. Oh, Arnie was so entertaining in this. I'm John Renton with the retro review of True Lies, written and directed by James Cameron, back when James Cameron made good movies, before he did Titanic, and then decided to do one of many Avatar sequels. I don't fucking know why. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this movie in the comments, please. After years of having this on DVD, but then it being lent out to somebody, I had no other way to watch it, except through, illegal sites. So I was like, alright, let me see if a streaming service has it. It's on Hulu as of the recording of this review, so jump on Hulu. I mean, you can't really technically jump on a streaming service. It's on the internet. You can't jump on the internet. You could try. You could turn it off and on again by jumping on that. But nevertheless, get on Hulu. Get on somebody's Hulu. Just fucking watch this. It's so fucking good, even though it's, almost 30 years old and it's still so entertaining. Starring Arnold, careful how you say that last name. Hulk, no, Hulk, don't do that. Hulk, what the hell are you doing? It was based on a screenplay called La Totale, or Total, whatever the hell you pronounce it. 3 different people whose names I can't pronounce because I couldn't even get the title right. Jamie Lee Curtis was in this, and Tom Arnold, the late Bill Paxton, rest in peace, Bill Paxton. Tia Carrere, my fucking goodness, good grief. Her career, never really took off. Art Malik and Eliza Dushku, back before she gotta have faith, baby. I know you're asking me. Okay, sorry, I'll stop that right there. And Charlton Heston. Damn you all, you blew it up. Damn you all to hell. Remember when Charlton Heston actually had his head on his shoulders before he completely lost his goddamn mind the last number of years of his life? Anyway, so yeah, this movie's really fucking entertaining. The plot, such as it is, has Arnie playing... I'm not even going to attempt to say the last name because it just sounds really, really goddamn bad, no matter how you say it. But Arnie plays Harry, and he's a computer salesman, computer tech guy. No, he's actually a spy. His wife is unaware, his daughter's unaware. Tom Arnold is his sidekick. And this is fresh off of his divorce from Roseanne, or at least shortly after, where he even gets one funny line in there. And this is going to be a review full of a lot of quotes and little plot bits, because it's just really, really fun to quote and recap and talk about. Because it's True Lies, and why they never did a sequel to this, I have no fucking idea. This movie was ripe to just make a sequel. But no, James Cameron had to do Titanic and then a bunch of documentaries. And then do other stuff before he did Avatar, and then did nothing until the other Avatar movies. So, yeah, the spy who loved me. Sorry, okay, I'll stop doing the Arnie impression, except I won't. Gotta say, Jamie Lee Curtis looked fucking great here, so did Tia Carrere, whew. And to think that they treated Jamie Lee like she was, not necessarily past her prime, but like she was older than she was. She was actually only 36 when this movie came out. Tia Carrere was 27. Eliza Dushku, almost unrecognizable. I think she was 14 when this movie came out. But when you have a movie this old, that's going to happen. But one of my favorite action movies of all time. Great action, great comedy. It's sadly also probably the last great Arnie movie. Eraser was good. It did feature Vanessa Williams. I would and you would too. And Collateral Damage. And he's done other stuff since, but let's be perfectly honest, Terminator 3 wasn't exactly all that great. It definitely was one of the high points compared to where the series went. And ever since then, Arnie's had to slow down because, honestly, guy getting up there in age. The fact that he was acting in general in any movies recently is saying something. So, Arnie breaks in through the ice in a wetsuit and everything. Good thing we are wearing these wetsuits. Come on, Tiki, that was funny. Juicy Starburst, wetsuit. Does anybody get that? We're going to go eat Juicy Starburst in our wetsuits. Only on this channel are you just going to get random references for no fucking reason to candy ads. So, anyway, he breaks through the ice. He kills a couple people, plants an explosive device, and then has a suit on that somehow didn't get wrinkled at all while in the wetsuit. And gets into this party because he's got to break in. He's got to get all this information because he's a spy.
And he flirts with Tia Carrere. Can't fucking blame him. God, how could you fucking not? She looks great even now. She's fucking ageless. So, they do the tango. And that's really goddamn funny. The the early 90s tech, the one funny line just before him and Tia, Juno Skinner, that's her name. Not the Alligator Man Skinner for longtime wrestling fans. He says this one Arab guard, I've got to take a major leak, and it says in parentheses, perfect Arabic, and I don't know why that pops me every single time. So he tangles with her a bit and then goes to leave, and this one guy says, can I see your invitation? Joe, here's my invitation. And then he blows up this stuff, and then he bonks the heads together of these two attack dogs. Stay, and they're all confused. What's going on? Oh, we just want sausages and pets. The one part that has not aged well, and I noticed even when I first saw it in theaters, was the hill's top slide thing where you got the villains on skis, the henchmen, and you got Arnie in quotations running down, and it's obviously a stunt man, like very obviously. They didn't even do a good job hiding this shit. And and I understand you don't want to get him hurt, but fucking hell, you could have shot that better. That was like one of the only parts where like, ooh, that was ripe. But then Tom Arnold, he gets he does a lot of one-liners, and he does some good stuff there, as you would expect, because Tom Arnold at this point was still pretty funny. Harry goes back to his normal life. Eliza Dushku, his daughter, a bit of a bitch. Life imitates art, if you've heard anything about her. And so he's talking to Helen, keeping up the facade. It's fantastic. I love the computer business. Ah. And then he gets a little crazy device, sunglasses. He wears his sunglasses at night so he can keep track of the visions in his eyes and the visions in a particular part of his house, because there's a camera hooked up in this pack of cigarettes, and sunglasses have a camera. And Dana, Lazadushku, rips off Harry by taking some money out of his pocket. Granted, he's a spy, he gets a lot of money, but still, she's ripping me off. How could you do this? And then him and Tom Arnold, Gib, they arrive at the... Gib with one B, by the way, not Gibbs. No slapping in the back of the head there. Ow. How the fuck could they keep doing that on this NCIS for so many years? But nevertheless, one funny line where they had this, the see through the x-ray stuff. You're see-through, that's why nobody's never going to believe you. And then, good morning, Janice. So... they got Charles Nest in there. They had to do multiple takes. He kept talking about people blowing it up. And then they find out more about, the people going on, the Splinter Cell, not Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. Tia at one point was yelling at people in Arabic because she yelled at me like that, is what I wrote down. Aziz posing as or Art Malik rather, as Aziz posing as a worker. Then he slaps her around. And it's like, oh, we don't talk about this stuff or whatever. They don't talk about Bruno, even though Bruno wasn't around for a number of goddamn years. And Harry realizes they're being followed a little bit later after talking to Tia Carrere's character. And he says, that's the problem with that. It's really inconsiderate of other people's schedules. And then there's a shootout in the bathroom, which is just fucking hilarious. Well, there's an old guy there. I don't know what Richard Attenborough's stunt double was doing there, but it was hilarious. At one point, there's an Italian Arabic. He could have been either Italian or Arabic. I might even be mean. But then he gets shoved into a urinal here, cool off. Hits him. Before that, he hit him with a goddamn hand dryer, which is just hilarious. I don't know why. So much of this movie's hilarious. But then Art Malik's character shows up and shoots everybody. He says, boom, 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 boom. Just going to shoot people like that. Kills his henchmen so they don't talk. And then we get a chase through the street. Art Malik takes a motorcycle, and Arnie gets a horse. Federal officer, pursuit of suspect. Sorry. Ow. God, I gotta be careful. Maybe I don't have to review another Arnie movie for a bit. Ooh, that impression. That's something else. And then he's communicating with Tom Arnold. He's like, we got to make this operation quick because my horse is getting tired. Your horse? So they run through the hotel. Art Malik takes a hostage, pins a woman up against an elevator shaft. I've seen this movie before. And then Arnie is nice to an old couple. Could you press the button for the top floor, please? That's a fine animal. Tail whip. Again, humor. Humor with a tail whip. James Cameron was at the peak of his fucking powers here. And then Art Malik manages to jump between buildings with his motorcycle, and he lands in the pool. Oh no, you're flooding it. Yeah, people just turned off the review with that. Just that pun alone. And Arnie can't get the horse to jump. Has to get the horse to back up. He says, "What the hell's wrong with you?" It's like I had the back on, you letting me away. Oh, look at me when I talk to you. What kind of a cop are you anyway? Going through like 18 different accents and countries trying to impersonate Arnie. But I don't. The horse just pulled a Hulk Hogan. That doesn't work for me, brother, which is just funny. And Harry misses his own party, and Helen will cry if she wants to. She'll cry if she wants to. And you would cry too if Harry happened to you. Duh, 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 duh. So, his name is Salam Abu Aziz. He's a real piece of work. Calls himself the Sand Spider. Why? Probably because it sounds scary. He's got a group called Crimson Jihad. Only at certain times of the month. That guarantees no women will be watching this. And then Harry goes to see Helen, make up the thing about the party, make up for the thing about the party. It's like, see about having lunch. And then he overhears from a coworker and Helen that she's talking to a guy named Simon. Helen's having an affair. And then Tom just gets on fire. Just gets on this great series of jokes, talking about his second wife. You know, she even took the ice cube trays out of the freezer. What kind of a sick bitch takes the ice cube trays out of the freezer? And apparently that was something that actually happened with him and Roseanne, I believe. And why that's funny to me, I don't know. But the fact he could laugh about it and put it on film, that's great. And let's be honest, Roseanne Barr deserves to be made fun of repeatedly. Stupid cunt. Anyway, let's move on from that. So Tom just making fun of himself, and Harry gets upset. Stop cheating me up. And Harry's not handling this well at all. He knows that Helen's lying. But then again, to be fair, Harry's been lying about his job for years. So karma, kinda? And he decides to bug, the purse, her purse, the phone at her office, and the phone at the house. And he hands it to Tom Arnold. And then Tom Arnold bugged the whole thing. He said, "We need to talk." Speaking of the purse. And, of course, Simon, played by the late, great Bill Paxton. He pretends to be a spy. He's a liar. He's a car salesman. It's just hilarious. Guy's a goddamn used car salesman. This just keeps getting better and better. And then he takes the sports car out for a ride. Harry does. And Simon spills the beans about all the stuff that he does. Talks about, oh, what about the husbands? Ridiculous. If they took care of business, I'd be out of business. No one's saying, oh, those idiots. And he imagines breaking his nose. Really, really good stuff. And then they have that. He says, hold it for me for a day. And then there's these pages of, calls and everything. This call log. It goes from page 9 to page 11. Where's page 10? It's got to be a typo. Give me the goddamn page. He breaks the window. See, Goldberg, that's how you break a fucking window. Idiot. So, long-time WCW wrestling fans are dying laughing. And he ends up putting a sting or an operation out on Helen and Simon. Simon tries to get her to go with him to Paris, pretend to be a couple and everything. Almost forces himself on her. This was uncomfortable. And then says, not for me, do it for your country. And then they cut out the side of the trailer that he lives in. They pull him out. They pull her out. They talk to Helen. They interrogate her. I do kind of find it funny, though, just before they interrogate her, that she knees Tom Arnold in the groin. This one guy tries to knocks out Helen briefly because she bit Harry trying to get away. And then he punches the guy out. No, you hit my wife. Boom. And then they interrogate her, and she, talks about it like she doesn't know Simon or Carlos, the Jackal, and all this. And just, it's so great because they're speaking in this sort of voices, him and Tom Arnold, and then talking about all this stuff. You didn't sleep with him, you didn't do any of this. And then she grabs a stool and just starts breaking the glass. Harry, it's like, talk about that. I did not sleep with him. And then, Tom says, she may be telling the truth. See, the comedic timing is just fucking great in this. And then finds out that their marriage is fine. He says, how about this? You work for us. And you do this or your life will be destroyed. Gee, let me think. She says, of course, yes. This is where Jamie Lee just turns on that snark and that great charm. It's a complete fucking 180. And it's great. Jamie Lee's got a tremendous range as an actress. Has since she was in Halloween and still has it today. Great career she's had. And your alias will be Doris, or like, you know, the contact will be Boris, and yours will be Natasha? No, Doris. And they torture, humiliate Simon. I have to lie to sleep with women. I got a little dick, it's pathetic. He just pees himself. Just so great. Because he's such a little dweeb. He plays such a dweeb so well in this. They get him out. They say, go away, get lost, dipshit. They shoot the ground. And then French guy, John Claude, I believe. I think that was the guy's name. It was only a bit part. He's recording this stuff, all this stuff for this operation that Helen's going to be part of. Meanwhile, Art Malik, Tia Carrere, they're just doing whatever the fuck they're doing. We find a little bit later, what they've been doing this whole time and why they had these ancient artifacts there. Why they had these giant ancient artifacts and they were damaged, but they were still so goddamn valuable. Why were they broken? I wonder why. But anyway, so, of course, one of the most iconic scenes in this is Jamie Lee Curtis tarting it up, so to speak. Let's just go with that. I'm trying to use my language carefully, as opposed to saying fucking shit all the time. But she does that and does all. It's great. It's goddamn great. Great shit. I fucking loved it. Tremendous amount of comedy, but also Jamie Lee looked great. She got herself in great shape. Not that she wasn't in great shape before, but looked great. Did some great stuff here. And it was tremendous. Great mix of comedy and holy shit, Jamie Lee looks great. And then Harry tries to take it a bit too far because she thinks he's somebody else. She hits him over the head with the phone. And then he says, wait, Helen. Wait, Harry? Yes, it's Harry. I can explain. And then Aziz's goons break in and they capture them. And Jesus. And Tia Carrere. God, holy hell. Jesus Christ. God, she looked great in this. Harry tries to get Helen free, but she will not have anything of it. They end up getting grilled, via interrogations. And Harry has to let it slip that he knows what it is, these missiles, warhead, plutonium, all that stuff and everything. What can I say? I'm a spy. Helen punches him. Understandable. She's been lied to this whole goddamn time. Aziz does a rah-rah speech. And then the battery and the camera dies out. And he says, battery, Aziz, get another one, you moron. I think I have one in the truck. And he's just doing this. Just go. You ruined my moment, man. And then there's a truth serum and a human bush baby that was doing gonna do the torturing. Seriously, look at that guy. He looks like a fucking human bush baby. I don't even know if the guy had a name. But while they leave for the truth serum to take effect. Tia Carrere says, oh, did you tell him about us? There is no us, you're psychopathic beach. And nothing happened, I swear. And Helen says, did you ever kill anybody? Harry says, yes, but they were all bad. And then he says, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to use you as a human shield, kill this guy with the scalpel, and then I'm thinking about breaking your neck. It's like, what makes you think you can do all that? You know my handcuffs? Yeah, I picked them. Now, mind you, the movie's breezing along. The one thing I did forget about the movie is it is like 2 hours and 20 minutes. Now, a lot of it breezes by. There are maybe, a couple moments they could have trimmed down, but it's still so breezy and fun. A lot of it will just race by. It's like the same with The Rock. The movie The Rock, not Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Rock the Dwayne Johnson as it were, Dwayne The Rock Hard Johnson. But enough about that. As he's doing his rah-rah speech, where the Crimson Jihad, only certain times of the month, are shooting bullets up into the air. Okay, but the bullets have to come down at some point, and you're standing right underneath them. Not exactly smart people. They figure out, why are their vehicles? And they must be in the Florida Keys. And Harry ends up saving Helen, and then she has a gun, like, one of those automatic guns, and tries to shoot to save Harry when he gets in a bit of a pickle just a little bit later, and then the gun fires and fires and does this, and it's just so fucking hilarious. I don't know why that makes me... I don't know why so much this movie makes me laugh. And, then, there's this fuel truck, and Harry uses it to just set fire to a whole bunch of people and everything, because who doesn't love just flaming terrorists right there? It's amazing how much change between this and Collateral Damage just 8 years later. I mean, a lot of things. And, yeah, this movie's also a bit of a time capsule where it's like, man, people with an Arab descent weren't exactly seen as positive, which is sad, because there are a lot of really, really cool people. It's just, like any race, country, whatever people, there's always going to be extremists. They give everybody else that's good, like 99.9% of people that are good, a bad name. But anyway, nevertheless, Helen gets captured by Tia Carrere's character, Juno. Let's hear it for the Juno. Tom Arnold comes in with the troops after stuff's laid to rest. There's a nuclear bomb that's going to go off there, by the way, in the island, so they got to get away. They race on the bridge, and then when they get these Mavericks, highway to the Florida Keys zone. It's a bright boy alert. I repeat, a bright boy alert. And then they shoot out the bridge. People get hilariously killed. At one point, a pelican lands on this truck that's just balancing like this. And because it ate way too much goddamn fish, it was weighed down and did, oh no, shit, I got to get away. And then they blow up, because more people need to blow up in this movie. And then Juno and Helen have a bit of a fight, and then, no, not Arab Guillermo del Toro. He got shot in the head. He was a limo driver. And then he's he's dead, so the car's just kind of doing this. The bridge is out. The bridge is out. And they have to rescue Helen. Of course, Tia Carrere blows up, because she has to, because some villain has to blow up before the finale. And then the nuke's going to go off, so everybody don't look directly at the blast. So while Harry and Helen are kissing, he just does this. Because doing this, covering your eyes like this, clearly will block a nuclear explosion that's miles and miles away. Physics! And then they find out that Dana was captured, because earlier Aziz saw a picture that was in Harry or Helen's wallet. I think it was Harry's. And captures her somehow. We see that off camera, or we don't see that. That happens off camera. And he takes it to this high-rise building. He's going to take hostages. Dana's a hostage. They send a TV crew up there. Harry commandeers a jet and takes that because he says, fuck it, I'm going to go rescue my daughter. And then Dana decides, hey, wait a second. While this TV crew is interviewing him, I'm going to take the key. And also one of the crew members is actually a spy and shoots out the other goons. And then Harry has the jet right under Dana. Dana, jump! That he will catch you. No, Dana! And then, she's almost slipping, which is understandable because she's a kid on a jet way high in the air, as opposed to way low in the earth. And Aziz is on there. He gets on the plane. And then he gets groin shotted right there when they backed up, and he hits his groin right into the back. Oh, God. Oh. I don't care if you wear a cup. I don't care. Oh, God. The fall is not what hurts. It's that quick stop. But then he's on the wing. Something on the wing of the plane. Something. And then he tells Dan to hold on or whatever. Tip him over. He ends up on the missile. He's about to shoot him. But then Arnie says you're fired. And then shoots the missile. And the missile hits the Arab helicopter. Or the helicopter the Arab people are in. They crash. He lands. Dana and him are fine. Everybody's fine. Big happy family. Then they're thumb wrestling. I got you all. And now Helen and Harry are doing operations. And they scare Simon because he's trying to still pull the same goddamn, bullshit with a very, very pretty girl. I don't know who that was, but good God, she was beautiful. And then Helen pretends to have a gun. It's actually lipstick. I'm just going to do him right here. Go ahead. It's like, fear is not an option. That's a line that she said, or he said to her earlier. And he pisses himself again and runs away. And then they tango, and that's the end of the movie. The movie's great. The movie's really, really fucking great. I still don't understand why they didn't do a sequel. I really, really don't. Like, they could have done one even 10 years later, and I think it would have been just fine. But anyway, yeah, True Lies. It's on Hulu. Go fucking watch it. Agree, disagree with what I said? Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.